Emotional pain is just as real as physical pain, yet it is often not talked about, pushed away, and left unprocessed. This is often because we are not taught how to process our emotions. And today we're talking all about how you can feel this pain to be able to heal this pain. If you're excited about that, go ahead and give me a like on this video. If you don't know me, my name is Kristin. I am a life and relationship coach as well as a clinical hypnotherapist. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel for new content every single week. So you may have heard that emotions are energy in motion. And the question I really want to address today is how do emotions go from being just energy to causing actual pain in your body. So we have to understand where emotions come from to really be able to understand this. Emotions are the language of the subconscious mind, and your body is oftentimes a reflection of your subconscious mind. Hence that is why emotions can eventually cause physical pain in your body, because if you are not tending to them, the body is going to let you know what's going on. Perhaps you've heard the term, the body keeps the score, understanding that when we go through emotional trauma, when we have things that cause emotional wounds and we don't deal with them, they end up being stuck in our bodies. You see, because emotions want to move. As I said, they are energy in motion. They want to move through you. They want to be completely felt and then go away. It really is as simple as that. So one of the issues here is that we are really not taught how to process our emotions. Like with all things, we learn in childhood, right? You've probably heard me say before that from age 0 to about 7, 8 years old, our minds are wide open like a sponge, just taking in everything in our environments, taking in everything that our caregivers tell us, all of the beliefs, all of the values, all of those kind of things. It's really when our identity is shaped. So if you had a caregiver that told you, you are overly emotional, or perhaps you were upset about something and you were crying and your mom looks at you and is like, stop the crocodile tears. That right there is enough for you to say, okay, I'm not safe to process my emotions, so I'm just not going to. This is not something that we're taught in school. We don't have the tools to actually process emotions because our parents most likely didn't have the tools to actually process emotions. And without realizing it, you go through your life never really feeling your emotions, never really processing your emotions, and just acting like you are fine. And now, if you have been there before or you are currently there now, go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know, because I know I tried to pretend like I was fine for a really long time. And the thing about pretending like the emotion isn't there, or pretending like you're fine when you're really not tending to these wounds, is what causes that emotion, that energy to be stuck in your body, stuck, not processed, and cause all kind of reactions inside of your body. And now I want you to think of it like this. Let's say that you are walking down the street and you go off the curb and you roll your ankle pretty badly. Now, you see it's swollen, it hurts a lot. You're probably going to, at the very least, ice it, elevate it, rest, not walk on it for a while. If it's really bad and you think that it might be broken, you're going to go to the doctor. You're going to get some x-rays. If it is broken, you're going to put it in a cast. You're going to do all of these things. But what ends up happening with emotional wounds is that we have something traumatic happen in our life and we don't process it, we don't tend to it, and just try to act like everything's fine. Now, I want you to think about if you had this rolled ankle and you did absolutely nothing. You said, okay, I'm fine, it's fine. And you just continued to walk on it, continued to do whatever you were going to do. First of all, you're going to be in massive amounts of pain. Second of all, if it is broken, it's probably not going to heal right. And you're going to be walking funny and crooked for the rest of your life? All because you didn't tend to this wound. And I'm hoping that you're starting to see right now that that is kind of ridiculous, yet that is exactly what you are doing when you are not attending to your emotional wounds. So what happens when you don't attend to these emotional wounds? Well, there can be a whole slew of different things that happen inside of your body. You can have mental health issues, PTSD, anxiety, depression. Physically, you can have autoimmune disorders, unexplainable weight gain and an inability to lose this weight, joint pain, and other inflammatory diseases. You might have chronic illnesses that Western medicine will tell you that there is no cause for and they can't figure out what it is. It's because it doesn't have a physical medical diagnosis. The root cause is emotional. And I want you to understand that your body has 10 times more nerve fibers coming from your body to your brain than from your brain to your body. So what does that tell us? Emotions arise in the body and then affect the mind. This is why poor emotional health is the root cause to so many different mental and physical issues. So of course, the question is now, well, what do I do about it? The answer is to learn. And I want to emphasize the word learn because it is a practice. To learn how to feel your emotions so that you can heal them. And now feeling your emotions is something that is completely foreign to a lot of people. To be able to feel without trying to distract or numb yourself is not an easy task. Most people numb themselves through a number of different things, whether that is drinking too much, eating too much, scrolling social media endlessly, working all of the time. Really, unbeknownst to you, this is a way to not have to feel emotions. It's not like you're sitting there and thinking, oh, I don't want to feel this emotion, so I'm going to go binge eat, or oh, I don't want to feel this emotion, so I'm going to take on extra projects at work. It's just a habit. It's habitual that whenever you start to slow down too much and have to actually feel what's going on in your body, it's incredibly uncomfortable. So you do anything and everything to be able to go outside of that. Now, to be able to actually feel your emotions, you have to be able to acknowledge and become aware of what is going on inside of your body. And really, you have to be able to acknowledge that there are some unprocessed things for you. And I think that that's something that keeps a lot of people stuck, not being able to acknowledge that there's some things that you probably have to deal with, but you cannot heal what you refuse to acknowledge. You have to be able to get back inside of your body. This is why things like embodiment practices are so important. We have to have those in our society because, like I said, we are so used to going outside of our bodies, outside of ourselves, living in our head space versus being in the body. So you really actually have to work to cultivate a safe space, a safe feeling to first be inside of your body. And now if you're somebody who has been through a significant amount of trauma, that can actually feel overwhelming. So you are going to want to do it a little bit at a time and probably work with somebody to be able to help you do that. A really, really great starting place for just about every single person on the planet is meditation, getting into a quiet space, shutting out all of the other distractions, everything that is happening around you, to just get inside of your body and breathe. The simplest embodiment practice is taking deep breaths in, allowing your abdomen to expand and feeling all of that air inside of your body, and then just allowing it to completely deflate. And if you start doing that, you can start to feel the safety inside of your body. It's okay to be there. You are just breathing. Then we can start to get really curious about your emotions. Once you are used to being more inside of your body, you can then become aware when emotion arises. See, you have to be able to recognize that. As I said, if your pattern for a really long time has been, no, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, you might have a hard time even recognizing a certain emotion. That's okay, but it's just going to take practice and work to be able to process it, to be able to see what is actually there. You want to ask yourself, what is this emotion that I'm feeling? Slow down, take a deep breath, and just sit with it. See, the beauty of this practice is that you actually don't have to do anything but be. And as simple as that is, I know that it is hard for a lot of people to do that. Again, this is a practice. It's not something that you have to be amazing at the first time that you try it. A baby doesn't get up from crawling and start walking right away. They stumble and they fall down. If you've never felt your emotions before, you're not going to be able to just go from zero to feeling everything, right? It's a practice. It will feel vulnerable. It will feel hard. You will feel like, I don't want to do this anymore. That's okay. You just keep going. You keep going, you're going to get better and better at it. You are going to become more and more aware of what your emotions are so that you can actually begin to process them instead of pretending like they're not there. Now, I want to acknowledge that, of course, you can feel something now and process it now, but some of you out there might be wondering, well, what about all the stuff that happened in the past? Well, most of your emotions that you're feeling now are based off of memories and triggers from past events. And we can actually do subconscious healing work to clear out that emotional body and clear out the root cause. For this, I love to use a mixture of hypnotherapy and timeline therapy. Those are two really powerful tools to be able to clear those emotions out of your subconscious mind. I also talk a lot about releasing emotions in my book, The Call to Rise. I will make sure that I put a link for you. You can get that right on Amazon. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure that you check out these healing meditations and other videos that I have.